Hello everyone and welcome. This video isn't going to be for all of you, I can assure you. If you don't like to talk about sensitive things, go ahead and steer away, and thanks for checking in. Because we're going to talk about things that you might not want to talk about, but you probably do need to talk about it if you're a sports fan. If you cheer for a team, you probably need to listen to what we're going to talk about. And we're talking about the integrity of the games. We can't assume that that's always carved in stone. The original topic got me on the internet was I was checking the blue chip ratios to see how many teams win titles that have low blue chip ratios, and I do want to do a video about that. I did cover that a little bit. I saw that, and that led me to the topic of this video that I discovered and relented. And when I was doing my research, I went ahead and said, AI mode, is that okay? I mean, you can ask it what you want to know a little bit more specifically. It's not magic. So I certainly used it. And after doing my research for the topic I was interested in, that was blue chip ratios, when Georgia's high in that, by the way, I was concerned that we might not have been as high as we were, but we were. We're all at the top of the list. So that's not an excuse, and Georgia has been considered a championship program. And as long as they can keep that blue chip ratio high, I'm sure they still will. That led to my next question, which wasn't listed in the article about blue chip ratios, was how the transfers might affect that. It turns out it waters it down quite a bit. In my next video, not this one, the one I was going to research was the blue chip ratio, but it led me to the real thing that got the heart thumping, the part that I can't wait to get to. But I did want you to know that I wasn't just sitting around trying to cook up something against somebody. I just had a question. And in doing my work, my daily research led me to this question. But I was fascinated by the blue chip ratio. I'd always known it was existed, but I didn't know just how limited it was. Like, there's almost no participants in the championships that don't have over 50%. If half your team isn't 4 and 5 stars, go home. But that's another story. What got the heart thumping was how AI worked. I never tried it. I'm more of a boomer that don't want to do AI. You guys are worried about AI, come watch my stuff. I sure as heck don't use AI. But I did hit the AI mode in my research bar, and I was kind of shocked at how it could let you tailor your investigations or your questions. Getting to the point, my question, after I saw that they qualified this blue chip ratio with other factors like transfers, and they qualified it in modern times, that it's based on 4 years of accumulation. So that number may not mean much anymore. We're in untested waters. But the other qualification was coaching and quarterback, meaning you could have the highest ratio, a blue chip ratio. You could have the highest in the land. If you didn't have good coaching and good quarterback play, you're still not going to win the title. It also helps to have top 10 classes back to back within a 4-year period, or just 2 and 4. Almost all champions had that. Sorry, Tennessee. You're in the 51-54% blue chip ratio, but you haven't recruited in the top 10 since, I don't know if you've ever done that. But you've had good coaches. Go ask Butch how good of coaches you got. But Tennessee is likely to be the kind of team that will win a title before Georgia would. Meaning that sincerely. Getting back to the purpose of the video, I asked this AI a direct question. I asked AI, what would a team look like where a coach, a head coach or any coach, was betting against his team? What would a team look like if a coach was betting against his team? scheming the whole time, a crooked coach. What would that team look like is what I asked AI. You will be surprised at what it showed me. I can just let you read across the screen to the left what it was showing me. I'm just going to let it scroll across. I asked AI, what would a team look like where the coach was betting against his team? That was my query, and this is what it showed me what that team would look like. Hey, if the shoe fits, I guess you got to wear it. It doesn't take much imagination to know that that wouldn't be a good environment to have a winning program if that really was the case. But as you look over to your left and read and weep about the type of team and the circumstances that would incur, well, I mean, you got to look at what it's saying. I don't want to read it word for word. It clearly defines a football team that is dysfunctional. And clearly it can't get better, because all the things that make a football team, at the heart of the matter, it comes down to they have to trust their coaches. They have to trust their coaches. And that does factor in. I mean, they can say they trust you all day long. My son played football, and there were some coaches he shouldn't have trusted. He had some bad coaches and some good coaches. Not surprisingly, the good coaches, they won. Well, I guess I like AI a little better now, because it actually takes a daring question and gives you something of an answer. No human would have entertained that question. That's basically the question I've been asking for 2 years, because I notice you can bet against this Georgia team and win 90% of the time. That's not something that's insignificant. It's not. It's not even close to being normal. That's not even remotely close to being normal. And they'll look at the kind of teams that you would have according to AI based on my query. I rest my case. Not because of anything that might be implied, but who wants a football team like that?